after we've lost everything, we're free to do anything.
Oh, knowing that you would stay my baby, I know that my mother would never. So step my back.
Too many men fall for the woman when the woman is supposed to, in my opinion, fall for the man. But understand this, we catch them when they fall. Too many guys are saying stuff like, man, I think I found the one. Man, I think this girl is dope. You went on one date, had one conversation. She's in the fitness industry. You're in the fitness industry. And now you're falling in love and making big plans already. Just because over a few very preliminary conversations. And so too many guys jump the gun, and then they find themselves on the back end disappointed. And the more disappointments you have in life, there's going to be some disappointments in life. But do you want to keep repeating certain things that bring you disappointment? No.
Guys in general shouldn't settle or look for a relationship until they're firstly in good shape, they're good at communicating, they've got something behind them, whether that's a career, they're moving up the ladder, or that's a business they're building. Until you have those three main things, don't look for a partner, because you're always going to have to settle for something not as good as what you could have.
How do you feel about when your man likes girls on Instagram's pictures?
It's disrespectful. Like, it's really disrespectful.
Really?
That's
Oh,
weird.
wait, but I don't get how it's disrespectful when you like say you like Chris Brown and like Drake and all that. So how's that?
Yeah, no, but that's different. Like, that's really different. That has nothing to do with
How's it different? So basically you're saying the only reason you're loyal is because you can't like attain those other men?
Ooh, respectful.
No, you're just insecure, and these other men are insecure, and that's why I don't mess with little boys. So you need to grow up and stop worrying about this other shit.
Bro, do you hear this shit?
So I'm a little bit of a fuckboy, and this year I fucked 110 people.
Wow, you don't say. Well, due to the very high volume that is, I wanted to put into perspective just how many people this really is to give you an idea, so follow along with this math. So as we all know, there's 365 days in the year. She posted this video 6 days ago, October 24th, meaning that there would be 68 days left in the year of 2022, meaning at the time that she posted this video, there would have been 297 days of 2022. And when we take that 297 and divide it by the amount of people that she had slept with, we get 2.7, meaning every 2.7 days, she had slept with a new person, on average. Every 2.7 days, a new person. Damn, bro, I can't even find one, dude.
You're very funny, Lance. You're a very handsome, funny man. Now let's see that peanut.
Hey, that's SA. But maybe it's a joke. Maybe I took it wrong. Oh, I really hope your man leaves you.
Your wife is your partner, not your mom. Your wife is your partner.
I could do a few of these. Your ex-husband is your co-parent, not a wallet. Your ex-husband is a co-parent, not a wallet.
The thing that annoys me about feminism is women never study its history, because if they did, they'd realize it's a scam. A scam ran by men, but only certain types of men. At the start of the 20th century, there was a man called Edward Bernays. He was a nephew of Sigmund Freud and one of the world's first marketers. He was approached by cigarette companies, and they said, women have this taboo where they're not allowed to smoke, and so we can't sell our product to half of the population. And Edward Bernays said he would be able to fix this. We looked at women and he saw that women had this anxiety about their place in the world. There was this feminist movement that was rising at the time. And Edward Bernays managed to associate cigarettes with feminism and freedom and female identity and rebellion and independence. He scammed them. And he got all these beautiful actresses to smoke these cigarettes as symbols of freedom. Torches of freedom is what they were called. And so, of course, it became trendy for women to start smoking, thinking that they're being all feminist, standing up for their rights, when really they were just making a group of elite men very rich.
Must be a dwarf. Sorry, I'm not interested in being friends with midgets. Midgets piss me off.
Girls will say body shaming is a big issue, but then they will bully a guy for being short and act like nothing happened.
God forbid your husband would come home tomorrow and say, I want a divorce. and he serves your papers and you divorce inside of 90 days, would you keep those 60 pounds on?
No,
Why?
because I got to get back out there, I guess.
Oh, damn. So basically you're telling your husband is because the price for you staying in this marriage is me having this additional 60 pounds. But if you were to leave me, I'd lose it.
I am working to get it off, though. I am working to get it off.
I just gave it to you, plain and simple. I let you
Yeah.
resolve that.
Who here thinks body count doesn't matter? What's your body count?
I'm black. I'm not gonna comment it.
You just said it doesn't matter.
If she does this, she's ashamed of you.
Ah, yeah. This fool. Why are you covering up your face?
Because.
All right.
How do you know if she's cheating, what to do if she is? So, the number one way that you check, and this one I got from Tristan Tate, it's a very, very good tip. You ask your girlfriend in a casual situation, babe, would you mind giving me your phone? Just give me your phone for a second. If she unlocks her phone and hands it to you, you pick it up, you go to the camera, take a selfie on it, give it back, no problem. You're not checking her phone, you don't have to do anything like that. But the thing is, she's not cheating on you. That girl, if she was cheating on you, this is what would happen. Babe, will you give me your phone for a second? I just want to do something on it. Why? Why do you need my phone? Why do you want to look at my phone? There you go, boys. Something sus going on.
Chasing women, if you're not fully developed, if you don't have your family taken care of, if your parents are broke and they're struggling, that should be the last of your interest. Putting your parents in retirement, taking care of your family, making sure your health is in check, making sure you're healthy financially, making sure you're healthy mentally. That is the first thing. That's what matters most. After you can start adding all these other things into your life to supplement and make your life even better. But a lot of you guys don't even have the basics set in place.
Did you leave the house?
I was what?
I asked her why she left the house.
Oh, are we ready to skip over to that? Are we ready to find out why I left the house?
Yes. Sure.
Oh,
Let's do
okay.
it.
We left the house because my husband had me arrested. And he put me in jail. I was in jail for about 3 to 4 days. I was taken to the hospital while I was in custody. And they found that I had injuries that I had sustained that did not warrant them charging me. I was told I was booked on a felony elderly abuse because of the age of my husband.
The complaint was that you got him in a chokehold?
Yes, he laid hands on me. Yes, I laid hands on him. Yes, one night I snapped. I couldn't take it anymore. I overpowered him. I got behind him. I put him in a chokehold, held him until he passed out.
No, do not cheer that behavior. That is not good behavior.
Good thing.
I don't want y'all beating on each other. I don't want you choking each other out. Listen, that's how people.
Women work backwards. They're a little complex. The whole idea, the whole theme that you must remember is that, remember, women, females want what they can't have. Now, what does that mean when people say they want what they can't have? See, a woman wants a man that is valued and in high demand. Because when something is in high demand, what does that mean? It means that it's valuable. It means a lot of people want it, and that's what she wants. Typically, when a woman or female tells you something straightforward, they typically mean the opposite of what they tell you.
Never move in with a woman. Never. You always want to have and be in the power position as a man. Not power that you can hold over someone, but look, let's face it. If you move into a woman's house, if there's an argument, a disagreement, she gets in a mood, she meets another man, She gets in her feelings about something, whatever. You know what she's going to tell you? What all women tell men that move in: get your shit and get out. I'm dealing with multiple clients right now, grown men who are capable of living by themselves, but choose to live with abusive women, disrespectful women, power tripping women. Are the women wrong for that? I'm not going to call them wrong for that. Women are women, and women are going to be who they want to be. And it's really none of our business who they wish to be. It's our business who we are. That's the thing. Who we create and who we decide we're going to be is our business. And so, guys, you can't move in with a woman. Get your own goddamn place. I'm telling you, as a mentor, maybe a big brother, maybe even a father to some of you that maybe in your 20s, I'll be 42. Under no circumstances should you ever move into a woman's place.
As a man, if you catch a girl cheating on you, right? Fucking another dude, texting another dude, talking on the phone with him, right? You never check the pimp, you always check the hoe. A man gonna be a man at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If I don't owe you no loyalty, right? You're not my family or friends, I will fuck your girlfriend. I will fuck your wife. I don't care. Like, that man does not owe you an ounce of loyalty. She does. You have ties together, you know what I'm saying? So before you go kill this dude over pussy, think about it. You're gonna be in jail for life while she in the free world busting it open for the next dude.
Did y'all know that if a married woman gets pregnant by another man, the husband is legally that child's father?
It sounds ridiculous, but in the state of Texas, this is kind of true. There's what's called the presumption of paternity, which means that if you're married and you have a child during that marriage, it is presumed that the father of that child is the husband. There's two ways that you can go about rebutting this, and that means actually proving that someone else is the daddy. One, it can be adjudicated by a court, or two, there has to be a denial by the presumed father, the husband, and there has to be an acceptance of paternity at the same time by someone else who is actually the father. So, two parts to that: denial by the husband, acceptance of paternity by somebody else.
Would I date an OnlyFans girl? I'm a conservative Muslim. We don't even date, period. If I wanted to marry you today, I would go to your father and I'd approach your father. What's your dad's name?
Dan.
Dan. I'd say, Dan, I've taken interest in your daughter. I think she's a lovely girl, but I wanted to approach you first. This is the respectful manner. I approach your father, Dan. And your father, he would take that responsibility of vetting me out. He would take his due diligences upon me. And then after that, once Dan has gotten to know me and has accustomed himself with me, and me and you have sat down a couple of times, maybe we go for coffee, the family don't always have to be around. After that process, it's very swift and quick. At that moment, you and your father, Dan, will decide. You say to your dad, look, I like him or I don't like him. And then after that, your dad will be like, okay, we're going to make this happen or we don't make this happen. And in this way, I don't mess around with Dan's daughter. Dan's daughter is able to maintain one of her most valuable assets, which is her chastity.
Bro, no matter how good of a man you are, you will never be good enough for an immature woman. Some women cannot appreciate good men, and it's not your job to love them until they do.
What range, you guys?
I think the 100K, right? Like it makes sense in theory, and we know that. This is why we speak on this. Like, and I see this on Fresh and Fit all the time. They say as women make more money, their options get slimmer. As men make more money, their options broaden. Right? And you want to?
For real.
So,
For real. Honestly.
So the method behind that madness is that as a guy makes more money, he's not like, oh, this girl has to make as much or more than me, right? He's like, this girl looks good. She can provide what I need. She meets my expectations. She's not being a thought, right? As a woman makes more money, he's like, she's like, this dude's a bum if he's not making six figures like me. I'm getting this money. He needs to be as good or better than me. He's the head of household. And that's why I was touching on her point for so long.
Listen to me, because I know if y'all want a man to be in love with y'all, you have to cheat on him.
Yeah, so this Uncle T. Once again, Uncle T ain't mad at the game. I agree with her. Yeah, if you want a man to be in love with you, cheat on her. And then you do what Uncle T did. You time her ass out. What do I mean? You take all her good years from her ass. and then dump her. Been there, done that shit. We gonna always win the game. I'm not built for this shit. So let's play. And just like her, I may or may not be joking.
Wonderbread women over you. And when I say Wonderbread, I'm just talking about girls who are a bit more plain, a bit more basic.
Unpopular opinion, this is incel behavior. I already know someone's going to accuse me of misrepresenting your words, but in your own words, you said Wonderbread women are cheaper, more malleable, and less maintenance. Meaning, of course, that your divine French croissant is too expensive for him, too independent for him, and too high maintenance for him. If the only way you can function is to rationalize rejection as you inherently being better than both him and the woman he's actually into, you're insane. When an incel gets rejected, he tells himself that women are manipulative bitches who won't give nice guys like him a chance because they're too busy chasing after asshole jocks who have no future and will treat them wrong. And that's obviously wrong. But by this logic in the video, a woman who gets rejected should tell herself that he's too cheap, manipulative, and lazy, and too busy chasing a woman of a caliber lower than hers. Unpopular opinion. If you want to change things about yourself to be more appealing to a certain individual, that's okay. If you don't want to do that, that's also okay. But what you can't do is put down someone else because you're butthurt that you got rejected.
You need to know that women will never, never ever, ever, okay, respect a man or want to continue talking to a man or even be attracted to a man who is always there. Okay, if you're always there and if you're always present, you're going to lose all of the respect. That's just how things happen.
Say this to girls, you give me all these requirements for what you want from a man. You don't realize how rare that man actually is. And when you find that man, he's going to want certain things from you. Like whenever I've dated girls now, it's like I just tell them how I want it to be from day one. I used to be quite beat around the bush about boundaries, but now if you're posting inappropriate shit on social media, if you're hanging around other guys, you can do it, but I'm not going to stick around in those sort of girls. I've dated them before and it just brings up so many issues down the line. I'm not having to tell you and keep in check constantly, you should just know.
There are a lot of guys that are too quick to commit because they're desperate for a relationship. But don't be so quick to commit because your commitment is the only leverage you really have. I'd rather be a little lonely working on my goals than to be spending my time and money on a person that prioritizes posting bikini pictures over our relationship. And women are gonna say, you're being controlling. I'm not being controlling. You can do whatever you want to do. Just know we're not gonna be in a relationship.
I had that one relationship I was telling you about, and I was looking for a reason to break up with her. I was at home, it was like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. I was at home playing Xbox with the homies, and all of a sudden I get a DM from somebody I don't know, some random chick, and she said, yo, your girl is at a bar right now with my boyfriend, where me and my boyfriend are at right now, and they've been talking behind our backs to each other. I messaged the girl back, I go on, tell me more. I had her tell me everything, so I went, okay. I said, I appreciate that. She goes, wow, you're taking this well. I go, it's okay. I said, I'll handle it. Anyway, long story short, she, I told her, I said, hey, I'm gonna go to bed, babe. I said, but, you know, tomorrow we should have a conversation. And I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. She blew that shit up. And finally I answer, I go, what's up? Like, what are you freaking out about? And she goes, well, I hope it's not what some bitch says. Oh. I said, so you do know what it's about. I said, hey, have a good night. I said, I'll talk to you tomorrow. That was it.